like the Antichrist, there are a lot of different interpretations on the mark of the beast. I remember when I was in the military, my boss asked me one time about my zip code, my address. It was 23666. And he said, Airman Blackwell, doesn't this concern you that your zip code ends in 23666? I said, no, why would it? I remember a man that I knew on one occasion who refused to call the local pizza restaurant because they had 666 in their phone number. Peter Ruckman, a premillennial preacher, put out a book in which he covered what to do if you miss the rapture. One of the things he says is, don't take any mark or number. He says, I don't know how you're going to keep from doing that. You've got a zip code, an area code, a social security number, a bank account number, a telephone number, a license plate number, and a street number. He says, that's 7 of them already. You had better not take any more. And then he says, here's why. The Bible says whoever takes the mark of the beast goes to hell. Now, friends, listen to me. There is no such thing even remotely close to this in the Bible. I am not going to lose my soul because of my zip code. Now, you may ask, then where do they get this idea? Well, again, it is based on a literal interpretation of the book of Revelation, particularly here, Revelation 13, verses 11 through 18. Revelation 13:11 mentions a beast coming out of the earth. Verse 16 says, He causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads. And then verse 18 says, His number is 666. And premillennialists will tell you that the beast is supposed to be the Antichrist. They would say this is the same person. Despite the fact that the word Antichrist never even appears in the book of Revelation, they say it's the same person. Now, the concept is that after the rapture and during the Great Tribulation, there will be a man identified as the Antichrist, and that he will place a literal number, 666, on his followers. Now, we've already established that there will be no rapture. Concerning the tribulation that's supposed to take place in the future, it took place nearly 2,000 years ago in the past at the destruction of Jerusalem in AD 70. The Bible uses the term Antichrist as a generic term for those who oppose and deny Christ. It's not a single figure who will appear at some point at the end of time in the future. And so the entire doctrine of premillennialism is falling apart. So what about this number 666? Remember, the book of Revelation is symbolic. It is a figurative book. Revelation 1 and verse 1 tells us that. And being a symbolic book, numbers are oftentimes used figuratively in this book. The number 6 is the number for humanity. It is a number that falls short of 7, which is the number for perfection. And so the number 666 is nothing more than the number of imperfection used in triplicate. It's a symbolic number. It's used to represent evil, not a literal number that people should be afraid of. Many scholars and Bible students believe that 666 is a symbol to represent the evil Roman emperor by the name of Domitian. He persecuted the saints in the late 1st century. But friends, he was not the Antichrist, nor will there ever be an individual who will be the Antichrist. There is no mark of the beast, a literal number of which we should be afraid today.